to work on the 2 series. Get these bad boys cleaned up. The only thing that I don't like about the 272 is it's got a cracked spot right here on the chassis itself. Good thing is, when I was looking through my parts, I actually had a extra box in the filter that goes on it. So, and here's the 61 filter that I cleaned up pretty nice. Man, it's amazing what you can do with little elbow grease. Again, the crack on there, that sucks so freaking bad. Look at that. It's cracked and broke off, but it's not going to stop the saw from actually operating and using. I know that the stop switches work on all 3 of them. I do have some extra on and off switches. I just don't know where they are at this moment. The 61 on and off switch I don't think works. But I do think that everything else works on it. I've already got the parts soaking in purple power. There are a few parts I need to scrape the really big stuff, the pine sap off of. What's with people in pine sap and chainsaws? I don't understand it. I really don't. Why people? Why do you put your saws through that torture? Again, I'm gonna clean them up, and I do have car kits ordered for all 3 of them, and when they come in, I'm going to put them in and go from there. The 61, like I said, it actually runs, but I think most of the problems with these saws is the gas line and the gas filters, which I do have gas lines and gas filters, so I can change most of this stuff out today. So yeah, I'm going to jump on that and try to get this stuff knocked out today. Like most of these are all original, like the dogs and everything. I'm just glad when I did order parts for that 272 when I built it, that I had extra parts, and these are going to benefit from that. So I've got actually seals. I have got carb, like the boots that goes in the front and the back of the carb. Even have these plastic bumpers that go right here, but I don't think I'll change them out if they're not really bad. The chain catches are broken on this 272, 268, and the 61, so they're not gonna have chain catches on them. One thing I did do buy though is a 20-inch bar and chain. This on the back, I got this at Tractor Supply, but on the back it says it does a 261, 262, 262 XP. Why is there a difference between a 262 and a 262 XP? Maybe it's the SE version. I don't know. But it says that it fits it. It's the right bar mount. It's a 20-inch bar, 50 centimeters, 50, 1.5, 3/8, 72. So it's the right one. I do have used ones here, but I did want to buy one new 20-inch bar and chain for whichever saw, really. But yeah, let's go from there. Let's clean these up and see what they look like afterwards. But they're bad. the 272 is not that bad, but the 268 and 61 is dirty, like really dirty. So I'm going to start with the 61 first. Be right back in a jiff. I got the 272 clean, put back together. Now I'm just going to test her out. I did get her running. I'd say the biggest problem, honestly, was the way the previous person or persons that had the coil wired up. But it does run, honestly, really good. Okay, this one's like crap. Oh no. Big cut. My gas need rings. Play with the carb tiny bit. Yeah. Sounds like a carb issue already. Well, let's clean the 268. Okay, got the 61 all cleaned up. It took a while, about 2 hours, give or take. Let's let's start it up, shall we? Oh yeah, I got an aftermarket switch on it. It's not the original. I know some people are gonna say, man, it's not all original, but that's what I got to work with, guys. Off and on switch works. Oh man, I don't even want to put a bar and chain on this thing and run it. I don't want to see what it turns out to look like. Oh, but I'm going to though. I'm going to. I can't. I ain't got a daggone chain tensioner. Dang going, man. I got this old one, but it won't thread. Oh. Well, looks like there'll be a part 2 to this video. Oh, I wanted to show you guys something. How the top cover came out. It was all nasty and dingy. I mean, it's not the best in the world, but considering the stuff that I have to work with, 3 of the original stickers were on here. does have a big hole in it, but there's nothing really I can do about that. All that other stuff is dingy. I can't get it out. I tried. Even did the WD-40 trick. It didn't work. Well, it did, but it didn't. You know what I'm saying? Looks way better than it did. I know one thing. It looks really good, actually. Let's put her together. The on and off switch was not wired up. The old one was absolutely trashed. I couldn't get it to work. I tried. I wanted it to be all original. Well, to stay all original, because a lot of people like that, and I do too. I like all original. One thing I do need is the spring that goes in the clutch cover. This actually works, believe it or not. See? It works. It just needs the spring that comes in here. Yeah. But put it on there. Got some brand new bar nuts. Brand new. Brand spanking new. Sorry guys, I got a bit of a head cold. My sinuses are all jacked up. But she looks good. With her on there. Oh, the original spike right here, it's upside down. Yes, I know. I done it like that because that's the way I like it. I think it looks better like this, and it don't like move on the table. I thought it would, but it don't. I think it looks better like that. The exhaust really was not that bad. The two in the front right here are absolutely rusted to it. It will not come off. But one thing I can do is just back these out. It'll come right out of the cylinder. The exhaust itself doesn't have that spark arrestor screen in it. But there is a screw hole to put one in there. And I did blow the exhaust out. I cleaned it, the entire saw. I took it apart and cleaned it. Even took the cylinder off. But this is how she turned out. And she's a bit used. This is going to go to a lovely home to someone out there. It's got brand new gas lines. The gas line filter, gas filter has, I rebuilt the carburetor, aftermarket switch. The oiler does work. The rope, I believe it's probably original. I don't know if it is original, but I do know the handle is original. Everything else is original, even the chain brake, because it matches the exhaust burn on the side of the plate. I'm missing the rubber grommet for the choke, but there was one there, and I kind of sort of put it back, but it's not really in there all the way. But other than that, it's clean. The saw runs. It runs really good, actually. I think it sounds really good. But this is the finished product. I think it looks good, considering what it looked like when I first got it. Oh. Well, that's the video for the 2 Series. The 272 needs a carb kit. I'm not gonna lie, when I took the carb kit apart, it wasn't in the best shape in the world, but I believe that's really what's wrong with it. It might need tuning, maybe just a smidget. The 268, I could not get it to hit. For some reason, I don't know why. I couldn't get it to hit. But like I said, I've got carburetor kits for all three. Yes, I'm going to change the one out in the 61, because I, if I took the saw apart and cleaned it, I'd want that to be new too. Just like the 268 and the 272, I'm going to put new carb kits in those as well. They both have new gas lines and a gas filter. The exhaust has been took off and cleaned on both. The 268, however, is the 300 anniversary edition. The clutch actually works, believe it or not. But the off and on switch actually does work. Okay. Other than that, I think it may be a cool issue too. Maybe, I honestly don't know. But I mean, it's getting spark, but not a whole lot. And it might be the spark plug itself, because the one on the 272 and the 61 are the bigger, well, what should I say is it's taller. It's taller than the one that's in here, because this one may be the wrong one. So I'm gonna get one just to see if that's part of the problem too. You guys seen the 272 run? It didn't run that great. I don't really want to buy a sticker kit for it, because this is going to be a saw that somebody uses. The case right here is actually broke where the screw goes in, and there's no screw right here, just the back ones. There's only two bolts that's holding it in, so I zip tied it here, and I took a small wire, and I wired it to it so I can fire it up. Like all the frayed lines, the wires and stuff like that, I wrapped it, even cleaned it with electric cleaner to make sure, and this is how they turned out. I mean, they look really good. I like I just love these saws. For some reason, I like the 200 and the 300 series saws, because they're going to that junk they're making now. But yeah, this is the 2 series for me. And until the next video, you guys have a lovely day.